My portfolio this week is valued at almost $118,000, and today I'm going to break that down by covering all my different account values like my TFSA and RRSP, and we'll also break down any potential dividends I've received, as well as any buys, sells, or deposits I've made in my accounts over the last week. Welcome back everyone to another weekly portfolio update video. I hope you've all had yourselves a fantastic week. If this is your first time here, my name is Kevin at FinTrack Freedom. I'm a 25-year-old long-term investor, and this is my Canadian personal finance channel, where my ultimate goal is to one day retire early off of my investments. This week, my entire portfolio is valued at $117,790.73. Of that almost $118,000, I have $103,962.33 in my Wealthsimple trade accounts. And the remainder is in my Wealthsimple Cash account, earning me 5% interest currently, and in this account I have $14,345.20. A quick reminder, I'm still trying to reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and there's only about, 4 or 5 weeks left of the year, so if you're watching this and you enjoy my content, be sure to subscribe. Let's try and hit this 1,000 subscriber mark, and also be sure to hit that bell icon so you never miss my content. And then for that YouTube algorithm, be sure to hit the like button. Let's try and break 40 likes again on this video. So this last week, I only had a couple transactions, which were a $800 deposit into my Wealthsimple Cash account, and then I also had a $500 transfer from my Wealthsimple Cash into my FHSA. And then as for the dividends this week, we only received $1.13, and that was a very, very small Apple dividend. Popping into the TFSA, it's currently valued at $35,752.38, and this last week it was up 1%. Checking out the last month, a very, very high 17% gain over the last month in the TFSA, and checking out the 3-month, a 6% gain. Checking out the trade logs for the TFSA this week, I had all my recurring buys, like always, so our $60 buy of VFE, $25 buy of VDY, $15 buy of VCE and VIU, and then lastly a $10 buy of V. And then, as I mentioned just a moment ago, we did receive a very, very small dividend from Apple, $1.13, and that was automatically reinvested with DRIP. Alright, so the FHSA this week just reached half of its deposit limit for the year, and the account is sitting at $4,178.54. And on the week, we are up only about $10. But on the month, we're up 6%, and on the 3-month, up 4%. And just like always in the FHSA, just the $500 reoccurring buy of XEQT. My RRSP this week is sitting at $29,126.63, and this account is barely positive, up about $30 on the week. But checking out the last month, just like the TFSA, up a staggering 12% on the month, which is very, very nice, and then up 4% on the 3-month. And in the RRSP this week, I had a $70 buy of VOO and a $80 buy of SCHD. The non-registered stock account is at $14,628.89, and just like the RRSP, this one is barely positive on the week, up about $40. And checking out the last month, it's up 9%, and on the 3-month, it is up 3%. And then for the trade logs in the non-registered, as I've mentioned a few times by now, I am done buying or selling or anything in this account for the rest of this year, so don't expect anything else in this account. Jumping into the final account here, the crypto account, it is up 4% on the week, and it's currently sitting at $20,298.52. And I am absolutely loving the gains in this account because the last month, up 19%, the 3-month, up 50%, the 1 year is up 67%. I do believe this time last year, Bitcoin was at its all-time low throughout the past 3 or 4 years. So a 67% over the last year is, it makes a lot of sense. And then check out the all-time performance of the crypto account. It is up 44%. And then for the trade logs in the crypto account, just all the recurring buys. So $40 of Bitcoin, $30 of Ethereum, $10 of Polygon Matic, Chainlink, and Polkadot. As for the future of the crypto account, as crypto just keeps soaring, I may in the future, maybe, I have no idea what's going to happen, but if crypto keeps climbing, it might get to a point where dollar cost averaging may not make very much sense anymore, so I will stop buying in this account if it keeps going up. I've mainly just taken the opportunity of buying everything on its lows via dollar cost averaging. So that's why I've been buying this account for like the last year and a half very, very regularly because I knew that this would eventually happen again where all these crypto coins skyrocketed. But I can't tell the future, so only time will tell on this. If you're interested in using Wealthsimple, you can feel free to sign up using my link in the description or with the code on screen for your chance to receive between $5 all the way up to $3,000 when you open and fund your Wealthsimple account. Again, link in the description or that code on screen. All right, so heading over to the spreadsheet, the portfolio is sitting at a new all-time high. Yet again, it feels like the portfolio just keeps hitting high after high, and I'm absolutely loving it. But the question is, how much longer can that keep going? But as it stands right now, the total return on all the accounts is almost $1,000. Finally positive on the accounts after about 2 years of a downtrend. As we can see here, my total deposits is almost 117K, and the total account value is almost 118K. I'm very excited for December to roll around because we'll get a new bar on the charts here, and it'll finally be above the red line. As we can see here, the red lines on these charts is the deposit amounts, and then the green bar is what the account value was on the first of every month. So we're finally going to be, well, depending what the market does next week, we may finally be above the red line. As I briefly mentioned earlier in the video, the FHSA is about halfway funded for the year, and I'm currently doing about $500 every week, but there's not enough weeks left in the year for me to hit 8K before January 1st, so I probably will do a large deposit maybe in the last week or two of 2023 just to make sure that my deposits for 2023 hits that 8K mark so I can write that off on my taxes. Another account I'm excited to see the December bar is the crypto account here. As we can see on November 1st, the account was valued at 17.5K, but it is currently like 3,000 more. So that's going to be a very exciting thing to watch for. And I think its next portfolio update video might be December 1st. Let me just check really quick. Yeah, so we'll be into December by the next portfolio update video. So that's going to be exciting to see next week. This is the point where if you want to pause the video and check out all my individual holdings, you can go ahead and do so. As I scroll down here, these are all my stock account holdings, and then I'll pop over to the cryptocurrency holdings here as well, so you can pause the video. Alright everyone, that's going to do it for this week's portfolio update video, as I don't really have much else to go over for the time being. But if you have made it this far in the video, be sure to leave a like. Let's try and break the 40 like goal that I set earlier. And only about 4 or 5 weeks until the end of this year. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, be sure to do so. Let's hit that 1,000 subscriber mark before 2024. Other than that, thank you all very much again for watching, and I'll see you next time.